So I have taken this recording in the laptop, means like in my workspace here, not on the cloud, because maybe there is a chances of any power cut or something, because we had a rain today. It's a lot, so still the weather is like in hazy. So I cannot confirm you the things. So that's why I taken this in the laptop, so that if the light is also gone, then we can also we can continue the session, and again I can record it in both files. Okay, so first of all, I'll go to the old machine, like most of you have that. Uh, so the old machine, like I'll go to the, just let me quickly arrange everything here. So quite a mess since from morning. Okay. Okay, so this is your old machine, like most of you have that. So the first thing here is the machine is same. There is no difference between the previous one and this one. So this one is like come up with the cases and everything. You have rest and everything. Uh, can you please mute yourself? I don't want to mute everyone, but I cannot. I also cannot able to hear what you're saying. So please mute yourself, guys, because others are getting disturbed with it. Okay. So this is an old machine that you have, many of you have. So you'll get the machine base with the plugins, power plug cord and everything. Then again, the handle, the handpiece with it, uh, a nice handpiece with the dummy bow. And again, you'll get the power cord. Okay, you have a power cord also. So there is a lot of not much of the difference between both the machines, just the thing that it works on the power and that works on the battery. Okay, so that's the thing. So this is your old machine. So what I'll do is I'll not go to this. I'll go to the new one then, because a lot of you guys have a confusion about it. So this is the new machine that we have, and a new machine. What we have is, first thing is, new machine have like sort of a case around it, so that you can also buckle it up with your belt, or on your side pockets or something like that. It's very uh, it's a kind of a mobile shape, but yeah, the width is uh, bigger as compared to the machines. As you can see, it's like a mobile kind of a thing, and you will get a handpiece with it, like this one. So this is the same. It's a brushless motor handpiece. Okay, so brushless motor handpiece works really well. They make a less noise, and you can work at a speed of 35,000 RPM. Very, what you can say, very efficiently, because you don't have to worry about like whether there is a vibrations or something. No, nothing. That kind of a thing happen with these kind of holders, or maybe the another one. The older one also is the same. Okay, so there is not a much of a difference. Both the machines are brushless. Remember this. They are not a brush machines. Brush machines tend to have like making a little noise. And again, the with the brush machine is the maintenance of a brush machine is more as compared to the brushless motors. So where actually motor exists that I'm talking about. So the brushless motors exist in your handpiece, not in your this device. This device is for giving the powerful output, or what we can say the RPM output to your handpiece. Okay, so this is just a powerhouse, you can say. And you can see that this is like a mirror finish kind of a thing. You can able to see my face while I'm talking to you. And this is the plugin. So what we have here is, first thing is your on and off button. Like you can also pause this machine in between. And again, you have a forward and reverse button, and then we have a plugger like this. So if I want to start the machine, so what I'll do is I'll plug it up first. So very easy task. You don't have to struggle with it. And now here comes the some of the instruction that might overlook while you're practicing. First thing, whenever you want to on the machine, first thing you should do is, please make sure that your handpiece is on the rest, not on the table. Okay, that is the one thing that you need to understand here. Second, before starting, or before what you can say, increasing the RPM or the speed of the machine, in the normal words, you have to check that if your burr is completely fit inside this handpiece locked or not. If it's not locked, then there might be a chances that the burr will come out because of the speed. And as soon as you are going to try, then maybe burr fall out, and maybe because of the spindle speed, throw in it will go in any direction. Okay, so please avoid that. So don't ever do this kind of a mistake. Always check if your burr is totally lock or not. And another one thing is, many people ask me like, what should be the burr, what you can say, length, while, or what should be the position of a burr while you are putting. So don't put it like this. Okay, don't put it like this on the upper position. No, always tilt it horizontally, and then you can put it like this way, so that you will have a visualization like up to what mark you're putting your bird. So up to this blue band you have to put your bird. You can see that there is a blue band. So up to that, you just put it and then lock it. Then you can do it upward or downward, whatever you want, but don't put your bird like in this position, in upward 90-degree position. Don't do that. Okay, I hope you understand this. That is the first tip. Oh, sorry, second tip actually. So this is the first one. Always keep this on your uh, handpiece rest. And again, there is again a thing, how to place your hands around the engraver thing. Whether it's like, most of the people do this kind of a mistake. Like when the machine is on, they'll put their nails very near to this, a very wrong position. Okay, I'll tell you why. This is a very wrong position. Okay, ideally it should be here. Okay, or ideally it should be just away from the burr, because whenever you're doing any kind of a circular motion or anything, then that time what you need to do is, you always have a room for your fingers or your hand to do that kind of motions. Okay, otherwise what will happen is, if you try to do that, and if you have a nails which is little bit longer and it will come in between your job or something, like suppose I have this kind of a glass here, have a glass kind of a thing and I'm working, and if your nails are there, it's like most of the female have that kind of a thing. So I don't want to judge anyone, but yes, here is the thing. What you need to do is, you need to be very careful about for your nails also while you are working with the engraver, because there should be a distance between while you are gripping your handpiece and the burr. Okay, it should not be like this. It's not a pain. Okay, remember this. Okay, so it's a rotating tool, so always have a safest distance like this. Okay, at least there should be a safe distance between this. Okay, and then you can able to do it. And one more thing is, if you have a surface like this which is above, like there is a gap between the work surface and your hand, then always take a pillow or something as a base, or as a surface base for your whole forearm and hand. So in that case, what I do is, I always use a pillow like this. Okay, a neck pillow. I'll put it like this here, and then I try to do it, because I can able to pressurize it, and then I can able to have a solid ground to my hand while working on this. Okay, most of you have seen the videos like where people are actually grabbing this with the hand and they can able to do it. That is also one thing that you can do that, no issues regarding it. But if you're not comfortable with that thing, then always have this kind of a neck pillow with you, because what's the advantage of neck pillow is, you can also able to give a cushion to your work also while working. Okay, so that it will come to your hand position, and you can easily able to make any kind of a writing with it. Okay, I hope you understand that. So now, uh, I'll show you the start of the machine. Then again, yeah, there is a one more important part left, is the burr. Most of the people get confused with the burrs, like what kind of a burrs we should use. Another thing with the machine, let me finish with this thing first. One thing, so whenever you want to start the work with your old machine or the new machine, uh, make sure whenever you want to disconnect everything, your device should be totally off. Means, suppose if I'm on this, so this is on position, and if I increase that, and now this is on the vibration mode, okay, on the 35, and I suddenly want to stop everything. So do one thing, just go back to zero by rotating this. Okay, close it and then remove this and then remove the burr. Okay, that is the one thing, one tip I wanted to give it to everyone. Another thing, whenever you also work on the older version, also please do the same thing. In an older version, we have a touchscreen thing, and here we have a rotating base. I'll show you the both ways of operating it. Okay, like this machine, what we have here, have a touch screen base. Hmm. So let's go to that, show you how to do. So before starting this base, what you need to do is first plug in this thoroughly inside like this way. Then I'll just remove the 1 inch of this. Okay. Then plug this one here and then plug the same thing in here in your plug. Okay. So if possible, get the extension board with a fuse. That will be a good option to go with. Okay. Let me just check how mine or not. Okay. Okay. So when I just started the power button, what happened is it displays all the thing. Means my machine is in a power mode. Now I'll just put on this and the machine is started. Okay, as soon as I just click this one, machine is got started. Then first option what we have is reverse and forward. Okay, now you can see that there is a forward. If I click it, again it goes to reverse rotation, again the forward rotation. Then this one is increasing of the speed again. So this is not on the stand. So again, where you work, you that is vibrating. Okay, I'll show you how it vibrates. When I put this machine here, I'll just take this away. And if it's here, now if I start it, so look, it vibrate. Okay, again I'll go to down. Again I'll go to this. So it vibrates. So don't ever do that. Again, if it goes to the again speeder thing, then again it gets vibrate more. Okay, so don't ever do that. So I'll just zero it. Suppose you're working with this machine and you wanted to pause. Like suppose I'll be go to this. Okay, and then I want to pause. So what should I do? You can't do anything. There is no pause button. Okay, there is no pause button in this machine. That is another one difference. So what I need to do is I need to click on this one. So I completely stopped in between the speed when it's on the 40,000 RPM. But what happened next is when I press this button again, look what happened. It automatically goes to that 14 RPM, 14,000 RPM. Okay. So here you can do a one blunder. What's that blunder is? If you're working on the speed and you forget about it, or maybe somehow if electricity is gone and then it will come, means like it will reset, means like if electricity gone more than 5 minutes, then your machine again reset to its original zero speed. Okay, remember this. But if it's not, then you need to remember that you're working on some particular speed and you need to be prepared for that. If not, then do one thing, just go to zero, then pause it. That is the safest thing that you can do or play with your machine like this. Okay, I hope you understand that part. Again, another thing, don't ever give this machine to your children. If you have an infant children, anything, any small person at your home, don't ever give this kind of a thing to play because it's not a toy. Okay, it's a serious thing. It damages very seriously. Okay, that is one thing. Another thing, always wear a glasses and a mask while you're working on a glass. Okay, always wear a glasses. If you have some particular glasses like this, or any kind of a mask shield, which was really popular during the COVID, which has a transparent shield and you can wear it like a specs. So you can also use that. Another thing, use a mask because when you work on glass, there will be a glass dust. So that will be harmful to your lung. So always take a precaution about it. And again, you wanted to just remove the dust, always have sorry. So always have a makeup brush or any soft brush where you can just remove the dust. Okay, or maybe you can collect it somewhere in a plastic box which can be or which have a closer lid. Okay, that way that dust will not play, what you can say, roaming around your house or something, or it will not, what you can say, flow with the air. Okay, or it should not be actually. So please take a precaution about that. Another thing, if there is a power fluctuation, okay, in your house, please check that because that might affect this machine. When there is a power fluctuation, so there might be a chances that your machine is not working, or it will give you an error because there is a by default system in the machine is that if there is a if the power supply is not continuous, or what you can say, consistent in the form, then machine will give you the signals regarding that and it will not work. Okay, it will stop automatically because, or it will go resetting factor. Okay, so that kind of a problem not happen with your battery operated, because once you have charged the battery operated machine, that then you will free to do anything with that because you have that kind of a power into this. Okay, so that's the major thing about the machine that you have. Okay, so pay attention to your power fluctuation, then earthing at your home, everything. Okay, so please check that. And whenever you go to any event, also just take your own, what you can say, extension box which has a plug. Sorry, not a plug. I maybe called it as, what you can say, a safety earthing to it. So that will be good, because sometimes it happens that if you use their boxes, because the event people have some kind of wooden box kind of a electricity board, so don't ever use that, please. Never use that. Always have an extension box. Okay, because that is the safest thing that you can play with the machine. Okay, or you can plug in your machine with. So don't ever try to do it. Okay. Regarding the power output of the machine, both are good. Okay, because I have tested the machine so many times, especially the battery operated, because most of you are thinking that like the battery operated machine is work fine or not, or maybe there will be any chances like the power output is lesser as compared to this one. But no, I have checked both the machines and I'm happy with the battery operated also, and I'm happy with this machine also. So both have really nice working zone. Okay, we can also engrave it like one or two pieces here. So regarding that, so what kind of a burr we should use while we are engraving on any surfaces, or what surface required or what kind of a burr? Okay, so that is another part that I have to address you guys. Okay, so I'll put this aside and I'll go to your burr section, because that is the most important thing that you have. So you'll get the burr of 11 set burr. One is here in my burr. So there are three color bands in this. First four bands is of blue burr. So blue burrs are used for your hard surfaces or your glass surfaces also. If you have any glass surface, you can also use the burr with different sizes, with a different sizes. Sorry. So you have, okay. So here you have a blue burrs. One burr is with me here in a blue one, which is from this position. So it has three sizes. Okay, the very small, the minimum size, then medium size, large, and extra large, as you can see here. Okay, so this is a smallest size. Then we have, like you can say one, size one, size two, size three, and this is size four. Okay, like we go for that, like B1, B2, B3, B4. You can also name it like this: B1, B2, B3, and B4. Then blue burrs are very coarse burr. Okay, the head portion of that burr is very corrosive, so that it can engrave on a hard surfaces like metal, again on a hard glass which is above 3 mm 4 mm thickness. Again, you can also use them on a wood also if you want to, if wood is hard. If a wood is softer, then you can go for the red burr. Red burr is little corrosive, it's like it's one grade down as compared to the blue burr. Okay, so why red burrs are there? So we have a four red burrs, three red burrs actually, and two yellow burrs. I think I don't have a yellow burr here in this because I never use it. Okay, so yellow burr is for softer material. Like suppose if you're working on champagne glass, with a minimal thickness and you want to engrave, still client wants to engrave on that. So definitely you should go for your red bars. Okay, do not take a risk of a blue bars. Then again, red bar also used, you can use it on acrylics, plastics. Again, you can use them on ceramics if your ceramic is what you can say, not strong, but it's like what you can say. You wanted to still engrave on that part and it's very minimal thickness, then go with the red bars. And also with the red bar, you can also engrave on the leather and thick soft woods. Okay. Then another thing is your yellow bursts. Yellow bursts are for very softer things. Like you can say a leather foiling. If you want to do a leather foiling without a hot foil pen and you want to do the leather foiling with a yellow burr, you can do that. Okay. Because I've done that previously and we have so many videos of those of these yellow burrs. So I'll request Teja to just send you that thing so you can also get information regarding that, how to do it. So it's a really simple kind of a thing. So as you know, blue bar is for the hardest thing, red bar is for mediator things, and yellow is for very softer things. Okay, so now you can get the whole um, data about it, like how to use it. And again, we have a small burst also, like we have a micro burst. Micro burst is used for the work. If you want to work on a watch dial on the back of a watch dial, or if you want to work on any coin size pendant or anything like that, then you can use a blue burr also with it. But it's a very smaller size, like a micro burr. So for that, we have this attachment is called adapter, in which you can just put the burr and then you can put this thing together in the shank here or in the handpiece, mouth of a handpiece, and you have to lock it. So I'll just show you the blue burr here we have. It's a micro burr. So this is the micro burr that we have here. Okay. So it's very small. So to adjust the diameter of this shank size, or a, what you can say, a fitting size, what we do is I'll put this inside and then I'll put it inside the machine like this way. And again, there is a one mistake everybody do is, again they'll put it like this and it will go inside and again it will not come out. So never ever put your burr like this. Okay, never ever put your burr like this way. No, never. So always put it like this way. Okay, in a horizontal manner, and then lock it. Now it's locked and we can able to engrave very easily with it. Okay. Uh, okay. Now again, we'll come back to your this battery operated machines, like how it works or whether the power output is good or not, and all those kind of a things. So, okay, so I'll show you the latest work that I have done is on the whiskey bottom. Okay, like this one. You can see here. I have posted the video 2 days ago of this thing. I'm about to send this to one of my client, but I have this still like here. So I think it's a local thing. You cannot ship the liquor. Do you remember that? Huh? Okay, you cannot ship the liquor. Sorry, what you're asking is how to remove the mini bus. Okay. So struggle is I what I do is nice question. So what I do is always I keep a pilers in my hand. One that I'll show you that. So I have something like this. So this is a nose, round nose file. You can get this anywhere in a uh, jewelry shop or somewhere. Means those who are selling the jewelry items or the raw material for making the jewelry. You can ask them like this. So this is jeweler's piler. You can also get it on Amazon for 200 or 250 bucks, something around that. It's a simple tool, but yeah, very useful. So if I want to remove that, so what I do is I'll just put it like this way and then I'll grab this और मैं निकाल लेता हूँ बस खत्म. Okay, if I want to put it I can also able to put it again, but don't ever pull it from the burr head. Okay, never ever pull it from the burr head, never do that, otherwise you will damage the burr head here. Okay, I'll show you in the very closer way. Don't ever pull it from the burr head here, always pull it from the shank of it. So easily you can able to remove and you can able to fix it. Okay, a very simple tool. If you want, you can take a picture of it or maybe screenshot. It's called Jeweller's Piler. Okay, so remember the name, and I'll send you the link also if you want. Okay, so uh, coming back to this machine, the burr is slipping inside the machine while engraving. Okay, so there is a one thing what happened with that kind of a phenomenon is because of the dust particle that accumulated over this part here. Okay, if you remove those parts of or you just dust out with a small brushes like this. So what you need to do is whenever you're working on a glass surfaces, you'll find this kind of difficulties. Why? Because the glass particles which is removed is very fine powder, and they'll accumulate it over this handpiece or this mouthpiece here. And what happen is whenever you want to, one second, I'll zoom in again. And whenever you want to remove this kind of a thing, what happen is it's a double lock is important. Yes, definitely. So you need to just remove this immediately. Otherwise, it will get inside. And again, you will find the difficulties of while slipping off the burr inside while doing the engraving. Again, one more thing is you don't have to pressurize the tool. Most of the people do this kind of a mistake that they are taking this and they're pressurizing it like a pin. No, never. If you pressurize it, never go deeper. Remember this. That is not the way. Okay, so let your burr head do its work of removing the material softly. Never ever pressurize the things. Okay. Okay, so for the forward and reverse, thanks. Those who are answering on my behalf. Thank you guys. Yes, so there is an option for reverse and uh, the button is here. Look, F and R, you can able to see forward and reverse. Okay, so there is a, I know it looks like a really minimalistic design as compared to the other one because it shows the board and everything, but the power output is literally same. There is no difference between that. Okay, so now let's do one engraving it with it, and then meanwhile I can able to give you something, some tips regarding that. So I'll first take the pillow. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll be going. Okay. Huh. Another question many people ask, like what speed should be there for while engraving surfaces? Like suppose I'm engraving the glass, and suppose I'll engrave what I can say. Suppose we are engraving. Well, one sec, I'll take a paper. So if you are engraving, suppose the wine glass. Okay, let's for the wine glass. What should be the speed for the wine glass? Okay, so I'll write it here as the speed and the burr. Okay, what kind of a burr and what kind of a speed you required. So you can go from 25,000 RPM, okay, 25K RPM to 35K RPM, depend on the glass speed, and the burr will be blue. Okay, the smaller or medium or whatever you need. Okay, one sec, I'll just see what's going on in the comment section. Sorry, guys. How to understand in a new machine when it's forward mode? अरे है वहाँ पे. So, I know, but I don't understand when it's forward or mode or reverse mode. अरे वहाँ पे लिखा होगा अनुषा, don't worry about it. So you will step by step. हाँ बताऊंगा, मैं बताता हूँ. पहले ये खत्म कर लेते हैं हम लोग. Okay, क्योंकि बहुत लोगों को क्वेश्चन है कि like what to do it. Okay, so first one is the wine glass or any kind of a glass. You can say wine glass or maybe champagne float or any kind of thing. You can go from 25K to 35K with the blue bar. Okay, that is the safest option. What happens if you want to engrave on a liquor bottle? Okay, like a bottles. Okay, you can say a liquor bottle again. Same speed, I'll recommend. But if you're working on a wine bottles, guys, that's the main crucial thing. In a wine bottles, what happen is you need to take a precaution whether it's a sparkled or whether it's a normal bottle. Okay, you should ask your client before even taking the work. Why, I'll tell you. So sparkled means they have some kind of a gaseous thing inside your wine. Okay, in a wine bottle. If you try to do that, if you try to engrave on it, and because of the little vibration, And because of the what you can say, sorry. So because of the sparkle thing inside or a gas which is filled inside the bottle, what happen is it will burst. Okay. So never ever try to, what you can say, engrave a bottle which have, or engrave a wine glass, or sorry, a wine bottle which has any kind of written statement of a sparkled bottles, okay, or a sparkle things. Okay, whether it's a sparkle wine or normal wine, you should ask your client first before taking this. Okay, never ever engrave this. So for wine bottle, again, you can go from 20K to 25K, and you can also go up to 30K RPM. Okay, 30K means 30,000 K RPM I'm talking about. So this is the RPM speed. Revolution per minute. We called it as a revolution per minute. Okay. Again, the burr, I'll recommend the blue burr only. And here you can also use a red or a blue burr as per the choice of thickness or as per the thickness of the bottle. Okay. Remember this as per the thickness of the bottle. Now, what about the ceramic? Or you can say a clay kind of a thing. If you have a china clay or something like that and you wanted to engrave, or maybe a stone, again for a stone, again you can go up to 30K to 35K because it's very hard, and again you can use blue burr. Then fifth one is wood. For wood also you can go up to 20K to 25K. Okay, on this one, yes, you can also use a blue burr. Again, sixth one, acrylic, acrylic and plastic. You can say A and P I am using. Acrylic to plastic, you can go from 15K to 25K. Again, you can use red, yellow, and blue. You can use any kind of a burr with this. Glass slab, marble tiles, yes, same. You can say it comes under the stone thing. So for the glass slab, if the glass slab have a particular thickness, then again you can go from 30 to 35K with the blue burr. Okay, because it's a hard material. As we predict that it's a hard material, right? So we need to go from 30K to 35K. Remember this. If something is harder, like go beyond 3 or 5 of the thickness, always go for the blue burr with 30K to 35K 1000 RPM speed. Okay, means 30,000 RPM to 35,000 RPM speed. Okay, so that is a thing. Again, what you can say? Yeah, I think we're done here. Anything else left? Ceramic, yes, you can go for ceramic. You can go from 15K to 25K. Again, depend on the thickness. So you can use the red and blue burr. Plus eighth one, leather. If you want to work on a leather surface, again 15K to 20K. You can use red or yellow. Okay, I'll give this chart properly organized and everything later on in the group. Okay, so you can also frosted glass. No, I think no, perfume bottle also the same. It comes under this bottle section only. But again, I guess most of us know that perfume bottles are hard. Okay, means the thickness of the perfume bottle is more as compared to your wine glasses, right? So yes, you can use the speed of 25K to 35K RPM for that. Okay, because mostly, I mean, generally perfumes are needed to be protected with the temperature change or anything. So that's why they have this kind of thing. Mirror, Somaya, I don't know if you have you because I haven't engraved on the mirror. I guess the thickness of a mirror may be 1 or 2 or 3 in between that. So you can go from 25 to 20 to 25K RPM for that one. Somaya. You can, I think you have that experience. You can share the speed here. So I can able to put it down. If you want, then I can put it down here. Mirror, please don't go on my handwriting. Okay. हाँ वो calligrapher की वैसी होती है. So sorry for that. Okay, so for mirror again I'll go to 20K to 25K. Depend, and I'll use a blue. maybe or red, blue or maybe red. Okay. You have done it on the 15K. Okay. A mirror, I use 25K. Sneha. Good. Nice. Nice. Thanks, guys. So, yeah. So, it's between, you can also lower as Somaya says. So, you can go from 15K to 25K. Okay. 25K RPM. You can play between that. Okay. Anything else left? Frosted glass? Uh,
Metal,
yes.
metal,
Metal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have not taken the metal yet. Yes. 10th is the metal part. Again, metal 30K to 35K with bluebird compulsory. So all the materials are covered. If anything left, like any new material is in industry, I don't know. A resin base, yes. Thanks. So resin also comes under the acrylic and plastic. Again, I'll go to this category. If you want to have a resin, then I'll go to acrylic, plastic, and resin. A and R. You can so and then you can play with this in between these resin like 15K to 25K. Yes, and you can use maybe means like resin coasters. I guess most of the people do that kind in a wedding on site. So always go for blue. No, always go for yellow or maybe red book. Okay, because that material is softer as compared to your acrylic, if I'm not wrong. And if it's stronger, then you can use it for like blooper also for it. So mirror also matter whether it's support with the wood or not. Yeah, exactly. If it's supported 25K, good. And if a solo mirror is 20, thanks for that. Okay, resin versus us is 15. Okay, Sneha, if you think like 15 is the safest game, then yes, we have put it that here. So I guess that will sum up everything. Anything else left in this list? Please let me know. And thanks for reminding me the other things. So I'll go along with it and I'll prepare a one list. Pain. Or pain is like in metal or maybe in a plastic. So yeah, 15 to something like that. And leather, yes, you can go for leather foiling or something about 15 to 20K. So in between that. Okay, resin, yes, you can also use a blue if resin is harder. Means the thickness of a resin poster is hard or maybe more. Okay, so you can use that. Use on ice. Who does on ice? यहाँ कर सकते हो निहारिका, तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि कोई आइस पे इनग्रेव करवा लेगा. अगर होगा तो पता नहीं है. आई डोंट नो, आई नेवर डन दैट. But again, there is a risk of doing on the ice is because it's weight, and again it will contain the water, which might affect the power source or anything with you think candle. Ha, on the wax candles, you can grow from 10K to thanks wax 10K to 15K, not more than that, and that to yellow burr. Okay, go for the yellow burr. Almost always go for yellow burrs. That is the best option to go with it. Steel items again, I told you 35K. Okay, 35K. You can go up to 35K. So here you can use a yellow burr for your wax thing. Okay. I hope the list is ready, and what I'll do is I'll just take a take a note of everything and I'll put it in the column and I'll send you the nice PDF of it with along with the instructions how to handle the machine. Thanks for reminding that. So I'll be doing that PDF. Okay. Charcoal wood. I don't know. I never engrave on the charcoal kind of a thing. Never. So I don't have an experience. If anybody have that kind of experience, that yeah, you can please you can share with us. Okay. Done. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll go to the machine first. Achha, somebody is asking like whether the machine is in forward rotation or not, or maybe it's in a reverse rotation. So there is a letter comes on the machine while we start the machine. Like you can see here, there is a F. Okay, I'll just make it very closer. Look at this. So it shows F. F means forward. If I press the button, it will go to reverse. Look at this. So that is your notification or a note that whether your machine is in a reverse order or forward order. Again, when to use these two rotations? Mostly we use a forward rotation. Okay, mostly we use a forward rotation for engraving. So reverse rotation happens, or it comes, what you can say, you'll get the judgment with the experience that whether the surface is supporting the forward motion or whether it's supporting the reverse motion. Like in the case of leather foiling, there is, you cannot able to do leather foiling in a forward rotation. You have to do it in a reverse rotation. We found out that, or we come to know that in our very last, I think it's the first engraving session I had with many of you. That time we have experienced that leather always supports the reverse rotation, but if suppose leather is very hard, you needed to go for the forward rotation. So there might be a thing that you need to experience by your own, and you have to do the experiment with the surfaces also while you are engraving it. Okay, so now uh, I'll engrave something for you guys to show you the power of a new machine, like whether it's powerful or not. Like so many people have that kind of question. So I'll be putting this on this kind of a tissue, and I'll write a one word or letter. You know whose name I'm writing, right? So so I'm on a 35,000 RPM right now because the thickness of the glass is more. So I'll go for that. I'll just make a little room here. So let's go for this. I'll wear a glasses first because there might be a chances that getting. Okay. I think you cannot able to see this, right? So one sec. Give me 1 second. Uh, I'll be pausing the machine. So if you want to pause a new machine in between, so what you need to do is you just have to just here on the top, you can able to say that there is a pause option. So you can just have to press it. So it's pause now. Look, it gives you a signal of a pause. Okay. So I pause this now. So this might help you to visualize. Ha, images. Okay, now let's get back to the thing. I put this side. I again want to start, again press on that same button. So again it will goes to 35K, sorry, same speed. Here it's coming in. So you can able to see what I'm doing here. I'm using a blue bird. Okay. As you can able to see here, the thickness is good. Okay. and- Okay. So you can able to see here that I have engraved it and it's quite a deep. Again, if there is some of the flaws, then we can again correct them. Yes. That way. Okay. Is the machine always so silent while engraving? I think there is a nice cancellation thing here. But yeah, you will get a little bit of a noise while your headpiece or the burr get in contact with your surface. Then that time it will give you a little noise. Other than that, there is no any kind of a noise. Okay, it's a very silent machine. Yes, even I have the same dot. No, same Priya. Okay, it's because of the brushless engraver. Yes, exactly. They have very smooth kind of a. मतलब, you can't able to feel like whether you're holding the machine or something like that means आपको नहीं लगेगा कि आप आपने हाथ में कुछ पकड़ के रखा हुआ है जो वाइब्रेट हो रहा है नहीं ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है सो वेरी साइलेंट वेरी सेफ machine okay but never ever touch this tip while it's in a motion okay otherwise your finger will you'll miss your finger so don't do that so whenever you want to just reduce it I'll reduce this speed now let's close sorry and here is your result. Oops. Okay, so that's your result. And before putting your buffo shine or any wax, any kind of a gold wax, always clean your work first. Always. There should not be any dust left on any side of your work. Okay, always make sure to clean it. Always make sure to clean it. Okay. So again, how to use rub and buff? Again, there is a one question like how to use this part kind of thing. So first of all, don't put too much of this thing on directly on this. Don't waste. Okay, if you want to do that, then the proper way is just taking it on the earbud like this, just getting this much and just put it on that way and don't make a what you can say, don't make any big clutcher or mixing or anything on the surface or application. Don't go beyond the engraving part. Otherwise, you will be leaving so much of, or you'll be wasting so much of your buffer shine on the part of it. So always get it right like this. If you want to clean uh, the buffer shine from the other part, you can also use the wet cloth, not a wet cloth, maybe a dry one also you can use, or kitchen napkin you can use, and then you can clean it. And if at all you feel that there are some particle left on the surface, use isopropylene, which is used for cleaning such kind of a thing. Okay, or cleaning of your nail polishes and something. There is a liquid, white transparent liquid that is called isopropylene. You can use that. Here we don't need it because the glass is so smooth that no particle left behind on it. Look at this. Okay, so this is the use of your buffer shine. So never ever use it in a big quantity. Just a small little quantity up to this is enough. You can use it. But yeah, if you have so much of surface you're writing and something, then yeah, you can use a little more to feel that with the gold part. Okay, I hope you understand this part of engraving. Again, you can also use, and yes, many people ask me whether can we able to use this on a frosted bottle? No, never use it on a frosted bottle. It's a bad idea. because what happens is roasted bottle have their little dots or textures, and because of this little dots and textures, what happens is your buffer shine or your rub and buff, everything is on the surface mixed, and they're not even what you can say, you cannot able to remove it, and if at all you try to remove it, it will wash off all the things. Okay, so don't ever try it on the uh, roasted things. Okay, so not even on the coated mug. Yes, exactly. So my thanks for the update here for the fellow calligraphers. Now, if you're working on the metal, again, I'll go with the same burr and I'll go to that same speed, 35,000 RPM. You can able to see my speed here, and want to. So this is the lemon box I wanted to engrave. You can see here I'm engraving on the metal. You can able to see this. Okay. Okay. So you can able to engrave on the metal too with the same machine. Like I guess many people have this doubt whether the machine is powerful or not, or maybe there is a doubt of like so many people are doubting on the machine, but no, it's the same output, same everything. Just there is advantage that we can pause the machine and again we can take the machine anywhere you want, even on the anything where there is no electricity or anything. Again, the main thing about the machine is once you charge this machine for 3 hours, you can able to work with this machine for at least 10 hours. Okay, that much of the battery backup you have with this machine. This one. So I hope you get an idea about the power output and everything because it's nicely engraved. Okay, so let's work with the old machine also. Like fellows, those who have old machine, they also get confused like how to use and how to do, not to do the things. So here we go with this. Let's engrave this one. Okay. Sorry, guys. Huh. Again, so many people ask me whether we can able to engrave the Apple AirPod cases. Okay, I guess somebody have asked me about it. If it holds a battery inside, don't do that. If you want to at all engrave on that, use a yellow or red burr. Don't go for the blue burr for that plastic part. Okay, never ever do that. Otherwise, you'll ruin the white portion or maybe what we can say. Um, you can you'll ruin the surface of that airport. So don't do that, please. Okay, so now machine is on. So what I'll do is I'll engrave on this ceramic cup here. So again, forward and reverse, those who don't know, again, you can able to see here, there is a F. You can see here, there is a F. If you want to go for reverse, I can go to reverse. If you want to go for forward, you can go for forward. But when you have to shift this reverse and forward thing, so when you're working, don't do that. What you need to do is come to zero, the initial position, and then change the rotation. Never ever change your rotation while you are engraving in between. Never do that, please. Never do that. So what I'll do is don't use this one. I'll use a burr with a big head, maybe the medium one. Use it here, like this one. Okay, let's do the bigger head. Oh, sorry. Again, while putting the burr, again, I'll do it like this and put it up to the band like this way, close it, fix. Okay. Now, let's again take a cushion here. What I'll do is if I want to increase the speed, you can hold it in hand. No problem. You can go for, now we are working on a ceramic. So I'll go to 20, 25. Okay. That's my speed. Again, you can able to sense that there is no noise. One second. Yeah, it's okay. I'm in a doubt that whether this is a double lockdown. Okay, let me see what is happening here. This, I'm pushing it more. Now I started again. As you can see, this one here also. Okay, I have engraved it. Okay, so this is ceramic. I'll be using that. Let's see if I want to make it bigger. If you want to make anything bigger, you can do it like this. Sorry. Now I'm not pressurizing it. I'm just playing with that. Okay, less reduced. So what I've done here is for ceramic, when I feel that the surface is hard, I increase the speed to 35K. Okay, from 25. Because I feel that what I'm doing is in a monoline kind of thing, but I wanted to have a depth. So what I have done is I have increased the speed while engraving this. Okay. So you can also do the same with your own experience and you can do shoot it. If I want to just put again any other kind of a thing, like I have a copper here, a newly a copper buffer shine. So how to open it? So here is a pointed thing on the cap. So what you need to do is just put your pointed thing and then you have to press it. Okay. And your thing is ready. So let me take a picture. You can see, yes, you can do that. Yes, इतना बहुत है. And then I'll place it on it. So I always try to use the chunks to fill the gaps, whichever is remaining, like this. And then extra, we have to wipe it out with a napkin, with a tissue. Yes, clean them. Gets easily cleaned. Okay, I'll remove this later on with the isopropylene, but you can able to see the shine and everything on the glass here. Okay, able to see now, clear and good. Okay. Sorry, what's the question? Okay, sir, should we take any aftercare or precaution as a buff doesn't remove? Okay, the thing is about that, like many people have asked, but it's kind of a myth that your buff will remain for a longer time. No, what happens if you are if you're doing this on usable or what you can say the household things like your cups, mugs, or even the glasses. On some of the glasses, it will be there until and unless you are not what you can say putting it to the dishwasher for a forceful throttle water pressure thing, or even though you are cleaning it with your bare hand, but you're applying too much pressure, then yeah, any kind of a wax or any kind of a gold filling that you put on, it will be removed. Okay, if you're doing this. Regarding the perfume bottle or anything, there is no need to clean the perfume bottle or anything with the water or any kind of a soap. Okay, right? Because soap's work is to clean everything. So remember this. So whatever you put on your engraving, if you're trying to clean it with the soap or any kind of a stuff, then yes, or any kind of a cleaner, then yeah, it will get removed. Whether it's a buffer shine, whether it's a rub and buff, or any other kind of a wax thing, or any other kind of a feeling. Okay, that kind of. But water with a normal water, if you're cleaning it, that will be okay. So there is a formula that we have also put it into our buffer shine that whenever you wanted to go for any kind of a resin kind of a thing, resin waters, or you wanted to clean, then there should be like a 60 to 70% chance that it will stay on the surface. Okay, or maybe even 80% also, because we have done that kind of experiment before launching the buffer shine so many times. And it's a wine proof, again, I'll tell you. It's a wine proof, it's what you can say, the alcohol proof also, yes, after some time. Yeah, it will alcohol also not going to remove that because we have used it on the wine glasses and on the whiskey glasses too. So I get this feedback from my clients. But yeah, you need to do a proper engraving and proper filling that will go along with it. Okay. Any other question? If you have, just please ask me. And one more thing, if you're wanting to rule any kind of circular shape, any, it's like suppose you want to rule this one, so you need to have this kind of a flexible scale, okay, which is very useful while you wanted to go for any kind of a ruled thing, so that you can able to rule it. Now, what kind of a pen you can use to rule it? One thing, if you wanted to work with the white, snowman's white fine extra markers are good to go for tracing or marking the lines, letters, anything. Again, if you want to go for a black, then always go for this one, Zebra. This is a kind of a Chinese or Japanese pen, I don't know. But yeah, this is really, really good thing because you will get a board tip, broad, and the fine tip on the other end here. So this one is also one good marker. And yes, while you are engraving, don't worry, it will not go off by just touching or anything. No, it's a permanent marker. So it will stay on the surface. Remember this. Okay, now always take a cushion while working on the glasses. Always take a cushion. Okay, don't ever try to do it like this. No, never. Always take a cushion while you're working on clients' work or clients' perfume bottle, anything, because you don't want to damage that piece. Okay. From where to get the burrs? Burrs are available. Disha burrs are available on our Orientali website. You can. I think you should contact the Teja regarding this, because I think we are not selling the burrs. Sorry, we are actually giving this along with the machine to our engraver community. Like, we have an engraver community, like 160 people are there. So we are also sharing the work. We are also sharing the experiences, and we are continuously learning on the group, like what should be there and what you should not do. Do washi tape helps? Yes, Monali. Yeah. You can also do with the washi tape, but again, the same thing is that you're again layering something with one washi tape, and you again have to engrave again and again the same. Means like a repetitive process. So it's better to mark it with the pen, and then directly you can engrave on it. Okay. Anything else you can ask me? I've shown you the both the machines. If you have any other questions regarding this, please do ask. So I put both the machine in front of you. Questions, ask me about it. Yeah. What is the lifespan of a bird? Again, Manali, it depends on the work that you do. It's like a need. Okay, you can also compare it to the need, like how long you're using the need, 2, 3, 4 months. But again, it depends on how much engraving you're doing per day or in a month or in a week. It depends on that. Okay. Does the mirror burr, micro burr comes along with the 11 burr? Yes, MK. I don't know the full form of your name, so I'm just, yes, the micro burr comes along with it. How to shift from forward to reverse? So there is a one button for that. Here also you'll get a one button forward reverse. Here also you'll get a one button forward to reverse. Very easily. Uh, for joining the engraving group, we haven't opened it for everyone, because uh, those who have our machine or those who brought the machine from us, we are actually educating them. We are actually passing the what you can say information to them, or we're helping them. And again, if there is any sort of a commission work comes, and um, if somebody is not able to what you can say procure it, or somebody not able to fulfill that commitment, then they'll pass on to other engraver. So we have a nice community and communication in between. So we haven't opened it. We haven't opened that community to everyone.
अरे बारान
Speaking.
बाकी जांच हम तुम्हारा एक हफ्ते पहले लेके जाएंगे.
Sorry, can you mute yourself, please? Thanks. I think there is some kind of a blunder. Okay, sorry. Yes, I'll be going for your messages. One sec. Anything else? Sir, can we get the burrs separately? I have an engraving machine I had brought from abroad. I'm not sure about it. You needed to contact to Teja regarding that, because every machine has a different kind of a mouthpiece, or what you can say, the diameter. So you need to figure out that, like, what kind of a diameter fits in your machine, and according to that you need to find or search the birds. But I know that, like, there are not a lot of options that we have, but still you can get in touch with me. If the standards to engrave is 35 kRPM, and if I engrave at 15 kRPM, there will be a difference in output. Yes, Neha, there is a difference. Why? I'll tell you. Because if your speed is less, your engraver removes the less material. Means you're getting a less depth to your engraving, right? Difference of these machines. One is battery operated, one is without battery operated, because it comes with the plug. Done. I think if you have any advanced question, please ask me. Don't go for the basic one, because I have explained everything before. Okay, anything else? Yes, Omaya, thanks. Okay, thank you, Mahali. Thanks a lot. Okay, if you have any other question, just ask me. If not, then I'll be closing the session because it's 10:12 right now, and I have one more session to go with. Okay. Yeah, I do international workshops too, so it will start at after 10 o'clock, fortunately. Yeah. Mention our ID. Yeah, just Priya, just DM on Orion Kelly. Nothing else. DM on Orion Kelly. Okay. Thanks everyone. Thanks for joining. And I hope you have gained nice insight here with the machines. And I hope the doubts are clear. If you want the machines, then please get in touch with Oriya and Kelly. The Teja will be there to help you with all the things, like all the information. And whenever we send the machine, before sending the machine, we always give you the demo of the machine, whether it's working or not, and everything, all those kind of stuff. Yeah, definitely it's working. Don't worry about it because we have cross-checked it 10 or 15 times before sending to you. Because until we are not satisfied, we never send the machine to you. Okay. If you are not satisfied with our product, we're never going to deliver you that kind of a half-hearted thing. Okay, remember this. And whatever it may be with the engraving or any kind of a questions or anything, you can always contact me or Teja ma'am regarding that. And again, about the commercials of the engraving, I would like to request all of you to please visit your city's event hosters who host the event, who curated the events. Please meet those guys. Please increase your networkings, meet new people, and you'll have that kind of opportunity because still in India we have lot of opportunity and we have a very less engravers. Remember this. I'm not talking about the brands or everything. Never. Always go with the local companies or always go with your local event hoster, those who host events in five-star hotels or in the luxurious properties or somewhere, and you'll definitely get a one shot at it. And once you get it, you'll come to know that it's really easy to go and grab the job like that. Okay, because Diwali is also coming, so you need to prepare right now your strategies, portfolios, and everything. I may be taking a one separate workshop for preparing the portfolios, how to prepare your portfolio, how to send it, and how to how to put your works, highlight your work, highlight your skills. I might be taking one session free of cost to all of you, those who are doing engraving events and everything. Yes, so you can go for that. How to charge the event? It depends, Priya. It depends on like so many factors, like whether it's whether the agency is approaching you or whether brand is approaching you, and what kind of an engraving they wanted to have, whether it's an initial, whether it's a name, whether it's their logo on it. So there are a lot of factors which varies, but the minimal charge that I understand from the scenario is it's above 15K. Okay, for 4 to 5 hours, or maybe you can also go up to the 20K for 4 hours. If you have that kind of a skill, yes, you can charge that. Doesn't matter how many follower you have, doesn't matter how much what you can say, what kind of experience you have for the live event. Okay, but if you are skillful, if your hand is skillful, definitely you'll get in shot. Okay, remember this, always work on your skill. So prepare a demo samples for your client before they are approaching you, like you can engrave on any glass nice and take a nice pictures and everything, and you can take it like as a passion project and include it in your portfolio, and then you can able to have that kind of a, what you can say, able to have that kind of a say in front of a event managers or in front of a agency managers who host this kind of events for a brand. Okay. Okay, should we give a quotation according to the per piece or a time? It depends. Again, I'm telling you because see, your time is a money, like what many people says. Okay, so you can give the quotation according to your time. Okay, not according to the piece. But if it's a live event, what I'm talking, if it's not a live event, if you're getting the material delivered at your home and you wanted to engrave a 200 mug, 100 mug, then yes, you can give it according to the piece. What you can say, per piece wise or a per product wise cost. Okay. how the charge customer as engraver and calligrapher or commission etc. Some session someday. Yes, I'll do that. Definitely, I'll do it because nowadays what I'm doing is I'm mostly doing the logo designs and everything. So there is a lot of other things happening, but I'll include some of few people who are actually into this because one of from our group, so many people are actually doing the engraving work. They are doing commission works and everything. I think uh, someday means like in maybe next month or maybe this month we'll be try to put a workshop together by bringing those all of those people who are actually working on a live sessions and everything. So you'll get a nice little insight about it. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thanks for joining and good night. See you next time. Bye bye.